Hello dear friends, I am Violetta from Crafting with Vieux. This video tutorial is for the square motif from my crochet blanket Gazania Splendor. This is a paid pattern. The full pattern can be purchased in my Ravelry store. The link is below this video. For more information about this design, please check my blog at vieuxcrafts.com. And now, let's get started.
First round. Let's start with a magic ring and 12 double crochet stitches into the magic ring. So to make a magic ring, I actually use a slip knot, so you can place your yarn over the hook like this, then yarn over, pull through this loop. This is your slip knot. Do not tighten it. Chain 3. This will count as your first double crochet. Then bring the yarn tail up like this as to close this circle and continue working into this circle 11 double crochet stitches. So in total, with the beginning chain 3, it will be 12 double crochets. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and the last 2 stitches I'm going to work over this yarn tail to make sure it doesn't unravel, and I'm going to close this round with an invisible join. So cut the yarn, pull it out of the loop, get your tapestry needle and thread the yarn tail into the tapestry needle. Then we're going to close this round with the invisible join. So we're going to insert the hook under the top 2 loops of the first double crochet, okay, not of the beginning chain 3, but of the double crochet, like this, from front to back, and then back into the last double crochet that you worked into the back loop, like this. Then gently pull, and do not tighten this stitch to make it disappear, okay? We need to have this mock stitch right here. Then go ahead and weave the yarn tail into the back of the stitches, quite secure so it doesn't unravel, and without tightening that stitch, okay? So we're sure it will not unravel. You can cut this yarn, and you can tighten the magic ring or the slip knot. This is the first round. Second round. Grab your yarn color B. Start with a slip knot on the hook because the first stitch is a standing single crochet. Start working into the back loop of any of the double crochets of the previous round and work 2 single crochets into the same stitch. So 2 single crochets, and like this into each of the double crochets, 2 single crochets into each double crochet below, into the back loops, okay? After you finish this round, please use your tapestry needle to close this round with the invisible join. So starting from here, I'm going to work over the yarn tail to enclose it into the stitches. And the last 2 single crochets. Now cut the yarn, pull it out of the loop, thread the yarn tail into your tapestry needle. And now we're closing this round. Insert the needle under the top 2 loops of the first single crochet from front to back like this. Then insert it into the last single crochet that you made into the back loop like this. Now tighten it and make the stitch disappear. It's very important. In the previous round, we needed that stitch to be visible so we could work into it, because the beginning chain 3 didn't have these 2 top loops. Now here we need to make the stitch disappear like this, and then go ahead and weave the yarn tail into the back of the stitches, making sure that it will not unravel like this. Then cut the yarn, and your second round is finished. Third round. In this round, work with yarn color C. Start with the standing single crochet, or you can join with the slip stitch. It's up to you. It doesn't really matter in this round. So we're going to start with 2 single crochets into any of the stitches below. 2 single crochets, 1 single crochet in each stitch. All the stitches are worked into the back loop only. So work 2 single crochets, then chain 3, skip the next stitch, and then work 2 single crochets, 1 and 2, then chain 3, skip the next stitch, 2 single crochets, and like this all the way around this round. The yarn split, chain 3, skip 1 stitch, 2 single crochets, chain 3, skip 1 stitch, 2 single crochets into the back loops, okay, chain 3, skip 1 stitch. So finish this round, close this round with a slip stitch, and do not cut the yarn, because in the next round you're going to work with the same color. So chain 3, the last 2 single crochets, chain 3, and join with a slip stitch into the first single crochet like this. So the round 3 is finished. Round 4, continue working with the same yarn color. So we're going to slip stitch into the second single crochet of this group of 2 single crochets. So make a slip stitch and then work 5 double crochets into the chain 3 space. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And this is the repeat pattern for this round. So next we're going to slip stitch into the second single crochet and then work 5 double crochets into the next chain 3 space. Oops, 4 and 5. Then slip stitch into the second single crochet, 5 double crochets into the next chain 3 space, and like this work all the way around this round, and close with the slip stitch into the first slip stitch at the beginning of this round, and cut the yarn. Round 5. In this round, let's work with yarn color D or any other color, depending on your own colorway. The first stitch is a standing dropped front post treble crochet. So dropped stitch, it means that it's worked not into the stitch of the previous round, but 2 or more rounds below. So this will be this stitch is worked into the second round, into the stitches of the second round, into these 2 single crochets. So we're gonna insert the hook into the single crochet right under the first single crochet of this group of 2, and then out like this. So yarn over twice, hook into the first single crochet of this group of 2, and then out of the next one, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So this is the first dropped front post treble crochet. Then we're going to skip this slip stitch in the back and work 2 single crochets into the next 2 double crochets, so into the back loop only. So 1 and 2 single crochets. Then work 2 single crochets into the same stitch. So 2 single crochets into the third double crochet, and then 2 more single crochets, 1 and 2. And this is the pattern repeat for this round. So yarn over twice and work a dropped front post treble crochet into these stitches, okay? So into the back loops of these 2 single crochets from the second round. Complete your treble crochet. Then skip this slip stitch in the back, work 2 single crochets, 1 into the next of each next double crochets, then 2 single crochets into the same stitch, and 2 single crochets. And like this, please work all the way around this round and close this round with the invisible join using your tapestry needle. We need a very neat join in this round, so please do not close it with a slip stitch or other method. Use your tapestry needle to close this round. So front post treble crochet, single crochet, single crochet, 2 single crochets into the same stitch, then 2 more single crochets, and like this, please finish this round. So I finished this round and I closed it with an invisible stitch, but you know what, it doesn't really matter. You can use a slip stitch to close it, because in the next round we're going to work front post double crochets around these treble crochets and the join will be covered. So it doesn't really matter, you can do slip stitch. Round 6. In this round, we're going to work with the next color, whichever you want. So we're going to start with a standing front post double crochet, standing front post double crochet around any of the treble crochets from the previous round. So let's do it. Front post double crochet. The next stitches will be back post stitches, okay? So next we're going to work a back post half double crochet like this, then 4 back post single crochets, 1, 2, 3 and 4, then back post half double crochet, then front post double crochet around the treble crochet. And now we're going to transform this circle into a square shape. So we're going to create a corner right here. So work 2 2 back post half double crochets. So half double crochet, then the next one, all back post stitches, then back post double crochet, then chain 2, back post double crochet into the next stitch, then 2 back post half double crochets, back post half double crochets, so 1 and 2, and this is the pattern repeat for this round. So you see, this side is straight like this, and we created a corner. Then again we'll work straight like this and create a corner on this side. So let's do it. Start the pattern repeat with the front post double crochet, then back post half double crochet, then 4 single crochets, 1, 2, 3 and 4, then back post half double crochet, front post double crochet, 2 back post half double crochets, 1 and 2, back post double crochet, chain 2, back post double crochet, 2 back post half double crochets, and as you see, the second corner of the square is done. So continue working around this round and close this round with the invisible join stitch, which is very, very important, because at the end we will need to have a continuous line of these chain looking stitches, so that when we will join the square to the octagon shape, we will have exactly the same number of back loops to work into. So now our octagons and squares are done, and we're going to work on our triangle motifs. So please follow the next tutorial for these triangular motifs.
I hope that you liked this video tutorial. If you liked it, please subscribe to my channel, give it a like and hit the notification button. Please also join my Facebook group and ask me questions there. Also, follow me on Instagram to see my newest designs and join my blog to get the information about the newest pattern releases and special discounts. Happy crocheting!